Okay, this is Tuesday, May 19th, and the lesson is Go Math 12.8 on page 517. All right, we're going to switch it up just a little bit, and we're going to talk about equal and unequal parts. Okay, so equal, we know that when something is equal, that means it has to be the same. Okay, so if I have 2 here and 2 here, that is equal because they're both the same. Okay, so we're going to be looking at that. Unequal means that they are not the same because the prefix un, un, which you've talked about with Mrs. Aguilar, means not. So not equal. So you can see these shapes where they drew the line, the shapes are not equal. They are not the same because this one is very small and this one's very big. That is not equal. These are very small and these are very big. That is not equal. It is not the same. But if they're equal, each part is the same. So if I were to give one person each part, we all would have the same. Okay, so when you're sharing with your friends, you share things the same so that one person doesn't get a bigger one than the other because that wouldn't be fair, right? So equal means the parts, or when you're sharing, they're all the same size. Okay? Unequal means they are not the same size or not the same shape. Okay? So we're going to show 2 triangles. So we see we have a square here because remember in squares, all the sides are the same. So that is a square, but we want to show 2 triangles. If I draw a line going down, would that make 2 triangles? No, that would make 2 rectangles. If I draw my line across, that does not make 2 triangles. That makes 2 rectangles again. So what about if I draw my line going diagonally? Then I can see I can make 2 triangles. Each one has 3 sides. Okay, over here I have the same square, but this time I want to show 3 triangles. Okay, so I know if I draw a line down the middle, that'll show 2 triangles, but I have to show 3 triangles. So let me think. If I draw another line going across, oh, that would be too many triangles. I would see a triangle here. That wouldn't even make a triangle because that would be 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. I would see a triangle here. This is not a triangle because it would have 4 sides. That would not work. What if I draw a line this way? Well, if I go all the way across, then I would have 4 triangles. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I can only have 3. What if I only do the line from the vertex to the middle of the side here? Then I would have this big triangle, and then I'd have a triangle here and a triangle here. So that would be 3. So let's do that. So we're going to draw from vertex to vertex, corner to corner, and then from corner to the middle of the side. Okay, and then I see 1, 2, 3 triangles. Now on these 2 triangles are equal. They're both the same size. But these 3 triangles are unequal because 2 are small and 1 is big, not equal. Okay, so let's look at some equal and unequal parts. All right, so you can see here at the top that these squares show equal parts or equal shares. So if you divide it right in the middle, this much and this much are the same. So if you were going to share these, if this was a candy bar and you cut it right here in the middle and you had this piece and I had this piece, we would have an equal share. Both of us get the same size. Or if we're going to share it with more friends, we cut it into 4 pieces, then we would each get an equal share, the same amount, same size. Okay? But if you look over here, these shares or parts are not equal, unequal. Because if I get this part of a candy bar and you get this part, is that fair? No, because it's not the same. It's not equal. And if we have this is our candy and I get this part and you get this part and your friend gets this part and your mom gets this part, are we all getting equal parts or equal shares? No, because some people are getting little pieces and some people are getting big pieces. So those are unequal parts or shares. So how do you describe equal shares? Equal shares, all the parts are exactly the same. It's even, it's fair. Unequal parts are not fair. Somebody gets a little bit, somebody gets more. Okay? All right, number 1 says, circle the shape that shows equal parts. So you got to really look at the directions. Equal parts. Think, are the parts the same size? Because to be equal, they have to be the same size. So think of equal, same. Okay? If they're the same size, they're equal, and you're going to circle them. So in number 1, are these two parts the same? Is that fair? No. One is big, one is little. Look at these two parts. Is this part the same as this part? Is that a fair share? If you get this part and I get this part, are we both getting the same amount? Yes. So this is the equal parts. Okay? What if we have 4 people that we're going to share with? If we each get a triangle, is that equal? Or if we each get a rectangle, are those equal? Is this the same as this? No. So this is not equal. But this is the same as this, and this, and this. So this one shows 4 equal parts. Okay? So you circle which circle shows equal parts. Okay? Now look carefully at number 4. It says unequal. Un means not. So this time we're going to circle the shape that shows unequal parts, not equal. Okay, so let's look carefully. I see 4 triangle parts here, kind of triangle. They're not triangle because it's not a straight, it's a curve, but they're kind of in the 3 sides there. Now look at this one. If you get this part, is that the same as if you get this part? This part has a curved part and it's a little bit shorter. This is a little bit longer and it's skinnier. So are all of these parts the same? No. This one shows unequal parts. So remember, this time we're circling unequal, the ones that are not the same. So you make sure you read your directions very carefully. Okay, so look at number 5. Which one shows unequal parts? The top one or the bottom one? Not equal, not fair. Okay, and look at number 6. Which one shows unequal parts? Think about if you get this part and I get this part, is that the same? If you get this part and I get this part, and your mom gets this part, and your brother gets this part, are we all getting the same? Okay, circle the one that is not equal. Not. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing here on your own, but make sure you read these directions very carefully. So in number 7, you're going to color the shapes. If you want to just circle them, that's fine too. That show unequal parts, not equal. So there might be more than one, so look carefully. So if there's 2, I can see 2 in number 7 that are unequal. So make sure you circle 2. So then in number 8, look for the ones that are unequal. And again, I can see 2 that you should be circling. Now in number 9 and number 10, you're going to circle ones that are equal, that are fair. So I see in number 9, I see 1, 2, 3 that have equal parts. Make sure you circle 3. In number 10, I can see only 2 that have equal parts. So make sure you circle 2. Okay, let's look at number 11. Write the number of equal shares. So we can only write the number of parts that are the same. So look at this big square. They divided it into two rectangles. Are these two parts, here's 1, 2, are these two parts equal? Yes, they're the same. So we have 2 equal shares. Okay, here I see 1 square, 2 squares, 3 squares, 4 squares. Are all these 4 squares equal? Yes. So we have 4 equal shares. Okay. All right, on this last page, we're going to draw lines to show the parts. Now, again, check those directions very carefully because sometimes it says show equal parts and sometimes you're going to draw unequal parts. Okay, so number 13, we want equal parts. So if I draw my line going up and down, I would have equal parts. If I draw it going across, I would have equal parts. If I draw it diagonal, I would have equal parts. If I draw it at the top, would that be equal parts? No. So I have to draw it in the middle, either in the middle up and down, in the middle side to side, or diagonal to get 2 equal parts. So you choose how you want to do that. Now in number 14, it says unequal parts. So I need to draw it unequal. So if I draw it right in the middle, that would be equal. That would be fair. So I'm going to draw it over here to the side. So I have 1 small part and 1 big part. That is unequal. Okay, in number 15, you're going to do 4 equal shares. And if you remember and look over here, you can see how to do that. And in the diamond, you're going to do unequal shares. So if I do like maybe this and this, I have to have 4. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are unequal because this is small, this is big. This is small, this is big. So those are unequal. Okay, number 17 says, does the shape show equal shares? Choose yes or no. So look at this one. Are all these shares equal? Looks like it. Yes. Look at the circle. Are all these shares equal? This one is small, this one's big. So that's a no. Okay, and how about this rectangle? Does this show equal? Is this a fair share and this a fair share? Are these 2 shares the same? No. That is unequal. All right, you can do some more equal and unequal parts if you in the white pages. Okay, so we have some fun math to do in our packet. That's lesson 10, page 247, and this is repeated addition. Okay, so remember addition is plus counting up, counting forward. So we're going to look and find out how we can find how many times there are equal groups without counting one at a time. So again, you see this word equal here. When all groups have the same number, they are equal groups. Equal is the same. So let's look at our problem. Aida is putting 2 plants on each step up to her porch. She has 4 steps. How many plants does she need? Okay, so let's think about that. She has a porch and she has 4 steps. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So if this is the first one, 1, 2, 3, 4. She has 4 steps. And she's going to put, that's her 4 steps right there, 2 plants on each step. So she puts 1 here, 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 1 here. Okay? So each step has 4 plants. So there are 4 equal groups. Each step has an equal group because each one has the same number of plants. So those are equal groups. So 4 steps is 4 equal groups. There are 2 in each group, 2 plants in each group. So how many add to find how many in all? So you can see their drawing is just like our drawing. So they put 2 for the first step, 2 for the second step, 2 for the third step, 2 for the fourth step. So if we add these, we have 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. So if you write that, you have 2 for the first step, plus 2 for the second step, 2 for the third step, 2 for the fourth step. Now adding all those 2's is like adding doubles, right? 2 plus 2 is 4, and 2 plus 2 is 4, and that makes another double. 4 plus 4 is 8. So Aida needs 8 plants. Let's count those plants and see if that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. We could count by twos. 2, 4, 6, 8. That's what that's doing. 2, 4, 6, 8. Repeated addition. Okay, so we're going to make equal groups. They have to be the same. And write an addition sentence. Okay? So here's our groups. We have 4 groups and 3 in each group. Okay, if you want to, you can draw a picture. So 4 groups, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3 in each group. So draw 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's repeated addition. We have 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. Now we can add those. We know 3 plus 3 is 6, and 3 plus 3 is 6. What's 6 plus 6? Knowing our doubles helps us. We know our doubles, 6 plus 6 is 12. If you don't, you go to your number line and you hop. You go 6 and 6 more. Okay, but knowing doubles will really help. Okay, look at number 2. How many groups do we have? 2 groups. Ooh, 2 groups. And how many are in each group? 5. You can do this one with your hands. You have 2 hands, that's your 2 groups. There are 5 in this group and 5 in this group. So what is 5 plus 5? That's an easy one. 10. Okay, 5 and 5 is 10. Okay, we have 3 groups and each one has 4. Okay, so we're going to do 1, 2, 3. Each line stands for a group, so that's our add-ins. And there's 4 in each group, so put a 4, 4, 4. Okay, if you want to draw it, you would draw 3 circles, right? And do 4 in each. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you could just count your circles. Okay, we know 4 plus 4 is a doubles, that's 8. And then we have 8 plus 4. So let's go to our number line. 8 plus 4 hops. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the answer is 12. And you can check by counting your circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep. Repeated addition. Okay. So you're going to do this one on your own. It's the same thing. Okay. I'll do the last one with you. 5 groups. This is how many groups. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. And 7 in each group. So you're going to write 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. Okay, if you like to draw it, draw 5 big circles and put 7 dots in each one and count them all. But I know my doubles. What's 7 plus 7? 14. Well, here's another 7 plus 7. That's 14. And then I have 7 more. Okay, now let's add these 2 two-digit numbers. So remember we did that last time on our last packet page. 14 plus 14. Add our 1s first and then our 10s, okay? 4 plus 4 is 8. 1 plus 1 is 2. Okay, so this much is 28, but I still have 7 more. So now I need to add 28 plus 7 to get my answer. So if I add 28 plus 7, I'm going to count 28 and 7 more. So 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Okay, so 35. Okay. The rest of these I want you to do on your own. 2 groups, 3 in each group. So 3 plus 3. Oh, that's an easy one. 3 groups of 5. 5 plus 5 plus 5. Well, you know how to count by 5s. That's an easy one. 4 groups, 4 in each group. 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. That's going to be doubles. 4 groups, each one is 5. 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. Okay, so let's look at number 9. There are 3 flower pots. There are 2 flowers in each pot. How many flowers are there? So let's draw that. Let's draw 3 flower pots. 1, 2, 3. Let's put 2 flowers in each pot. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. How many flowers are there? So we're counting the flowers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 4, 6. 6 flowers. Okay, you do this one. There are 2 plants. There are 4 leaves on each plant. How many leaves are there? So 2 plants, so draw 2 plants. Now put 4 leaves on each plant. So 4 on this one and 4 on this one. How many leaves are there? That's a doubles. Add that up and put it there. All right, have a great day. Have fun with math.